So it's me, Mehek Maheshwari. Today we are sitting in Serendipity debate. So in my right, she is Ravina and she is Amna. That support a person can't live alone, and she is Sana. That support loneliness can be bliss. So first of all, so in the first place, Amna, in your opinion, why you choose the topic?
As it is obvious that when a person decides to live alone, when a possibility is that a person might be completely alone. Most of the people enjoy being alone, but not most of the time. There are the certain things which people like to share with others. Therefore, like to share with others people. But when a person lives alone, it is not possible to do things with others. When a person stays alone, it is quite obvious to feel lack of the company.
Your point is so means good, but so in my thinking that a person live with another person, it never be happen, because when a person live to another person, it's tease him, it's currently emotions him. So now your turn, Sana.
So my opinion is that when I have many of friend, and then I enjoy with them and I with happy with them, and then they leave me, still I happy, and nothing happened with me, because I can say that humans can live alone. So learn things of rights, and spend time with those who make you better feel.
So thank you so much. So you said that a person when alone they give a time yourself. So in my thinking, a person go to trip like a school trip. Why they go to evening? Because they're the public place and there's a lot of people are enjoy with the people. So at night there's a nobody and no one can go. So in my thinking, a person can't live alone. So in your turn, Ravina.
So, in my opinion, human can't live alone because they are social creative beings, and they can live with family, but they can live with friends, live with friends in our society, and all people needs to share suffering, and people get married to make friend and makes. To make friend and families and to is spend lonely time.
Most of the time when people decide to live alone, it is very common to feel a little bored with their daily routine. People who live alone and feel bored most of their time, and overcome to the boring situation, they need to spend of their most of their time with their friends and families, so that they can get rid of burden in their life. And it is the wrong it is the wrong roast feeling in feeling alone, and stays in one place. Loneliness is the most disadvantage of living alone. Would be alone, and sometimes some people like to live alone, but actually being alone is not easy for everyone. Therefore,
Excuse me. You focus on your work when you are alone. You can study. You can many more you can many more works. You driving, swimming, reading, radio, radio recording, and many more works. Games playing, and
Yes, I agree your questions, and also I give my personal example that loneliness is a bliss. In once time I have a 4 friends and they left me. I am so happy, and then they are with me. I am so teased and they also hurt me. So in my thinking, loneliness is a bliss. So in her opinion, Ravina.
For example, sky can't without stars, and living things can't without plan, and human can't without friends.
Therefore, to live in a palace alone, a person needs to have greater willpower, succeed in their life, and overcome to the lonely feeling in their life and in their palace.
Okay, so Sana, I ask a question. Does living alone make you selfish?
No, living alone not make us selfish. And when I make us selfish, because when humans live alone, they do own work. And many people they worship of god. And Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai, he was living alone. And he writes. And he live alone. And Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was alone. And he lived in cave. And because very important to spend time alone, because it helps yourself, gives the understanding of your personality. The more you know, understand yourself, more likely you are to do things that you love.
So I agree your question or your answers. You said that when a person alone, they think yourself and also worship of God. So I ask a question from Amna that why is necessary to you to talk a person or someone?
It is a very must in our life that we talk with others. When we decided to live alone, they need to be sure of safety in a particular palace. And that is because it is the first and foremost thing in their life, foremost thing to consider while living alone in a one palace. Actually, lack of the safety can create greater issues.
Oh, thank you. So my question is Miss Ravina from why you can't live alone from the society?
We can't live alone far from the society, because beings grows up and fulfill their needs in our society. A person can develop a person can't develop even is a person can't develop even is intelligent after staying away from the society.
But
My personal example, one day I was alone, and I am not well, and I am need some peoples and friends, but unfortunately no one is present with me. And I am so confused because no one is here. And after some time ago, my friend come me and talks with me, and I am feel so relaxed and happy. So that's why who live with people.
so great. And boss, thank you so much, and I am agree. Thank you.